The Spiritual Teachings of Ecclesiastes, Seeking Growth. Written by Theo E. David. Welcome back to our audiobook shelf. We hope you enjoy the book, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to get our latest content. Enjoy. Introduction. Nestled among the ancient tones of the Old Testament lies a hidden gem, Ecclesiastes. Its verses transcend time, unveiling an immutable truth about the pursuit of happiness. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. These words reveal the futility of chasing happiness in things that ultimately prove meaningless, obscuring the true purpose of human existence. What advantage does man have in all his work which he does under the sun? This rhetorical question reflects on the ultimate value or purpose of human toil and endeavor in the context of life on earth. Yet, amidst this existential crisis, there emerges a call to embrace life's simple joys, to savor meals, relish in drink, and find fulfillment in one's labor, recognizing these as gifts from the divine. As the narrative unfolds, it culminates in a sobering admonition to fear God and heed His commandments, for every deed, whether hidden or revealed, will face divine scrutiny. Thus, the book of Ecclesiastes serves not only as a contemplation of the nature of existence, but also as a solemn reminder of humanity's ultimate accountability before the divine. As we explore the book of Ecclesiastes, come explore with us the timeless truths and existential reflections woven throughout each chapter. Let us find the profound insights that will resound through the ages. Chapter 1. The Vanity of Life. I, the preacher, step forward with a heavy heart and a burdened mind to share the wisdom bestowed upon me by the experiences of life. Throughout the ages, many have associated my name with that of the illustrious King Solomon. However, it matters not who I am. The words I speak carry the weight of truth. As the morning sun rises and casts its warm glow upon the world, I find myself pondering the purpose of our existence. We as humans are restless beings, perpetually driven by a thirst for meaning and significance. From the lowest worker to the highest ruler, we are all united by a common desire, the pursuit of happiness and purpose. Yet, as I contemplate the vast expanse of creation, I am struck by the profound vanity and futility that shroud our efforts. Our hands toil and our minds strive, but what lasting fruits do we bear? Our achievements, like fleeting shadows, vanish with the setting sun, leaving behind a world much the same as before. Rivers flow ceaselessly, and winds carry whispers of forgotten tales. Generations rise and fall like waves crashing upon the shore, leaving mere fragments of their existence engraved in the annals of time. For everything new that appears under the sun, it too shall pass, and the dance of history shall continue its cyclical rhythm. The grandest palaces we build will crumble, and the wealth we amass will slip through our fingers like fine grains of sand. The pursuit of knowledge may illuminate our minds, but it cannot answer the fundamental questions that gnaw at our souls, questions of purpose, meaning, and eternity. We tirelessly chase after happiness, hoping to grasp it in our hands, only to see it dissolve on the horizon. We accumulate riches and possessions in a futile attempt to fill the void within, yet we find ourselves longing for more, never satisfied with what we have. But let not my words be a lament without consolation, for there is wisdom to be gleaned from this realization. Embrace the fleeting nature of life and find joy in the simplicity of existence. Treasure the bonds of friendship and family, for they are the true riches that endure beyond the veil of time. In the midst of life's transience, take comfort in the everlasting, unchangeable Creator, who is the mastermind behind this cosmic symphony. We can only be free to live fully, love passionately, and leave a legacy of kindness and compassion when we embrace the mysteries that surround us and humbly realize the limits of our comprehension. May these thoughts that I am writing act as a beacon of hope amidst the uncertainties. Let's take a cue from the generations that came before us. The secret to discovering the reality that nothing is genuinely new under the sun can be found in their wisdom. The words of Ecclesiastes come to an end here. Chapter 2. The Vanity of Self-Indulgence. I am the preacher, delving deep into the depths of my soul, recounting the journey I embarked upon in search of fulfillment. I have traversed the paths of pleasure, sought after wisdom, and pursued achievements, all in the hope of finding meaning in this vast and enigmatic world. As the days turned into years, I indulged in the finest delicacies and most exquisite wines. I reveled in the pleasures of music, surrounding myself with the sweet melodies of harps and lyres. I amassed great fortunes, building towering edifices and cultivating lush gardens. Every desire was within my reach, and no pleasure was withheld from me. In my quest for knowledge, I fervently sought wisdom and understanding. I delved into the depths of philosophy, pondered the mysteries of existence, and reflected on the complexities of human nature. Yet, even with my vast wisdom, I encountered the limitations of human understanding. My accomplishments knew no bounds. I built cities, planted vineyards, and amassed wealth beyond measure. My fame spread far and wide, and men from distant lands sought my counsel. I wielded great power and influence. However, despite all my earthly achievements and pleasures, a profound emptiness gnawed at the core of my being. It was as if the more I clung to the fleeting pleasures of this world, the more they slipped through my fingers. I felt like a wanderer lost in a vast desert, where every oasis of pleasure proved to be a mere mirage that vanished before my desperate gaze. In quiet moments of reflection, I realized the emptiness of these pursuits. Pleasures were fleeting, leaving behind a bitter taste of longing. The wisdom I had acquired only seemed to magnify existential questions, and the accomplishments I had attained appeared insignificant against the backdrop of eternity. In realizing this, I understood that all these pursuits, though captivating in their allure, were ultimately empty and devoid of meaning without a higher purpose. The grandeur of wealth and the allure of pleasure are but fleeting illusions, and the deepest knowledge and wisdom of this world cannot unveil the profound truths that lie beyond. In the depths of my inner quest, I discovered that a higher calling beckons us all a purpose that transcends the limits of the material world. It is the recognition of our connection to something greater than ourselves, the acknowledgement of a divine presence that infuses life with meaning and significance. Therefore, dear reader, as I recount my odyssey through the realms of pleasure, wisdom, and achievement, I implore you to heed this profound truth. Do not simply chase the fleeting joys of life, but look beyond the mundane. For it is in the pursuit of a higher purpose that we find ultimate fulfillment, escaping the shadows of earthly pursuits. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 3. A Time for Everything. In this chapter, I, the preacher, delve into the intricacies of existence, unveiling the ebb and flow of time and the ever-changing seasons that mark the journey of every human soul. As I pen these words, I invite you to journey with me through the tapestry of life, where each thread weaves a story of purpose, growth, and acceptance. In the symphony of the cosmos, time dances to the tune of a divine melody. Just as the movements of all creation are orchestrated by a grand conductor, the Almighty sets the rhythm, and we, mere musicians of the cosmic orchestra, follow the beat. For every endeavor under heaven, there is an appointed time, a designated season in which events unfold with precision and purpose. There is a time to be born when new life emerges, filling the world with hope and possibilities. A time to blossom and flourish, as tender buds transform into vibrant flowers, painting the earth with hues of beauty and grace. A time to sow seeds of dreams and aspirations, tending to the soil of our hearts with hopeful anticipation. And as the sun rises with each dawn, our lives also traverse seasons of growth and joy. There is a time to laugh and revel in the warmth of friendships and shared moments of joy with loved ones. A time to embrace, for the tender touch of affection weaves bonds of connection that unite us. Yet the symphony of life also contains melodies of pain and trials. There is a time to weep, as tears flow like rain, cleansing the wounds of our hearts and reminding us of our vulnerability. A time of mourning, as we bid farewell to those who have departed, their memories forever etched in the tapestry of our souls. As the seasons change, so too do the tides of life. There is a time to build the foundations of our dreams and aspirations, laying brick upon brick with determination and resilience. A time to tear down, acknowledging that not everything is meant to endure. In the ebb and flow of existence, there is a time to seek answers to life's mysteries, pursuing knowledge and understanding. A time to give up the search, recognizing the limits of our understanding and humbly surrendering to the mysteries that elude us. In the grand cycle of life, we find a time to love, appreciating the tenderness of affection and sharing bonds with kindred souls. A time to hate as we confront the darkness that can overshadow the light within us, acknowledging that both love and hate have a place in the human heart. As I write these verses, my heart swells with the wisdom acquired over time. For every purpose under heaven, there is an appointed time and a divine order that weaves the tapestry of our existence. Embrace these rhythms with humility and acceptance, for in surrendering to the flow of time, we find harmony in the symphony of life. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 4. The Vanity of Selfish Toil. In this poignant chapter, I, the preacher, cast my gaze into the depths of human relationships and the profound impact they have on our lives. Amidst the tapestry of existence, I reflect on the shadows of oppression and envy that darken the human heart, advocating for the virtues of cooperation and companionship over the vices of selfishness and greed. Oppression looms like a heavy cloud over society, casting its dark shadows upon the weak and vulnerable. I have witnessed the tears of the oppressed and the cries of the downtrodden, and their pain resonates deeply within my soul. How often have the powerful exploited the weak, driven by an insatiable desire for dominion and control? The thirst for power can even reach the noblest hearts, leading them astray from the path of compassion and kindness. Envy, too, grips the human heart like a gnawing pain, festering and growing, poisoning our relationships and corroding the bonds that should unite us. When I observe discontented souls longing for what others possess, I see how envy can turn friends into enemies and create chasms of bitterness between siblings. In the face of such darkness, I advocate for the virtues of cooperation and companionship. When friends journey together, the weight of their burdens is shared more easily. Together, we can withstand the challenges life throws at us, for strength rests in togetherness. Loneliness and despair cause scars that can be healed by companionship. A good friend provides solace and understanding during difficult times, much like a shelter during a storm. How lovely it is to walk this life hand in hand with people who support us and listen to us when we are suffering. In this journey of life, we find strength in each other. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken, and a community nurtured by mutual support grows stronger against the tides of adversity. Together we can break the shackles of oppression, dismantling the walls that separate us and fostering an environment where compassion and empathy reign. Cooperation is also a cornerstone of progress and prosperity. When we set aside selfish desires and unite for a common purpose, we create something greater than ourselves. The synergy of a shared vision and collective effort can bring about positive change that enriches the lives of all involved. Therefore, let us set aside the allure of selfish gain and embrace the virtues of cooperation and companionship. Let us lift the weight of oppression from the shoulders of the oppressed, replacing it with the tender touch of empathy. Let us extinguish the fires of envy that threaten to consume us, replacing them with the warmth of genuine friendship and camaraderie. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 5. The Vanity of Wealth and Honor. I, the preacher, raise my voice to speak of matters that touch the very essence of the human soul, worship and vows made to divinity. Before the majesty of God, I share with you the wisdom gained in my reflections on the sacred nature of devotion and the importance of approaching it with reverence and sincerity. As you draw near to the presence of the Almighty, tread softly and with a heart filled with reverence. Let your words not be frivolous, nor your actions insincere, for God sees beyond outward appearances and searches the depths of your heart. Approach divinity with humility, acknowledging the vastness of His wisdom and grace. Be cautious with hasty promises made in moments of fervor or distress, for they are like fragile vessels that may shatter under the weight of reality. With God there is no negotiation, and vows are not taken lightly. It is better to be prudent in your words and restrained in your commitments than to make vows you cannot fulfill. Instead, let your words be few but true, for sincerity is the cornerstone of worship. A heart open to divinity needs no adornments or grand promises. It only requires the simplicity of genuine love and devotion. Offer your prayers with authenticity and let your heart be your guide in your worship. Do not succumb to empty rituals or meaningless traditions. True reverence lies not in outward displays of ceremonies, but in the intention of the heart. May your worship be a reflection of your innermost thoughts and emotions, an intimate communion with divinity. As you journey through life, remember that God is not confined to temples or altars, but permeates every aspect of existence. Let your reverence extend beyond sacred spaces and reach every encounter with your fellow beings. Treat each person with kindness and respect, for within them lies the divine spark. The message of the preacher resonates with a call to authenticity and sincerity in all aspects of life. May your worship be a reflection of your love and gratitude, and may your vows be a testimony of your genuine commitment. Embrace the wisdom of reverence, for in doing so, you will find peace and purpose in your relationship with divinity and with your fellow beings. As I conclude these reflections, my heart overflows with hope that these words will guide you to a deeper understanding of worship. May your devotion be a beacon of light in the darkness, and may your reverence for all things lead you to a life of meaningful connections and lasting peace. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 6. The Limitations of Human Endeavors. In this reflective chapter, I, the preacher, turn my gaze to the ebb and flow of human existence, witnessing the common destiny that befalls both the wise and the foolish. I delve into the depths of human understanding, recognizing its inherent limitations, and offer a tale with a moral about the pursuit of wealth and possessions, which often leads to dissatisfaction. As I journey through life, I observe that both the wise and the foolish share the same ultimate fate. The sands of time sweep all of humanity, regardless of wisdom or folly. The fleeting nature of life casts a shadow over the grandest achievements of the wise and the gravest mistakes of the foolish. The human mind is a vast expanse, capable of great wonders, yet even the brightest intellect is limited by the mysteries beyond its reach. The universe unfolds before us in all its complexity, leaving us humbled and awestruck as we realize that our understanding is but a drop in the vast ocean of knowledge. It is in this understanding of the limitation of our understanding that we find both humility and a profound longing for greater truths. We strive to unravel the mysteries that surround us, seeking wisdom and knowledge to illuminate the shadows of our existence. Yet, the more we discover, the more we realize how much remains hidden from our view. In our quest for meaning and fulfillment, many are drawn to the allure of wealth and possessions. We amass treasures in search of security and comfort in material abundance, but as possessions grow, so does the thirst for more, leading to an insatiable hunger that can never be satisfied. In the relentless pursuit of wealth, we risk losing sight of what truly matters: the simple joys of life, tender moments with loved ones, and the beauty that surrounds us. We become ensnared in an endless race, always chasing the next possession, the next status symbol, yet finding little solace in the accumulation of worldly riches. This is the paradox of our desires: the more we have, the more we crave. The wealth we accumulate cannot fill the inner void, but often leaves us emptier than before. We must recognize the illusion of material possessions and seek satisfaction in treasures that transcend the tangible: the wealth of love, compassion, and inner peace. Reflecting on the common destiny of humanity and the futility of unrestrained pursuits, I advocate for a balance between ambition and humility. Let us embrace the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom, but acknowledge the mysteries beyond our understanding. Seek prosperity and success, but do not let them blind you to the true wealth that resides in the richness of the soul. May this tale with a moral serve as a guide in your journey through life. Embrace the wisdom of humility, find satisfaction in simple blessings, and appreciate the timeless treasures that endure beyond the fleeting desires of the world. In this harmonious blend of ambition and gratitude, you will discover the path to a purposeful and fulfilling life. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 7. The Vanity of Wisdom. I, the preacher, raise my voice to celebrate the eternal beauty and incomparable value of wisdom. I extol its virtues and reveal the boundless superiority it holds over fleeting worldly pleasures. As I write these words, I emphasize the importance of humility, patience, and contentment to foster a life of deep meaning and fulfillment. Wisdom, like a precious jewel, shines amidst the darkness of ignorance and folly. Its worth surpasses all earthly treasures, enriching the soul and granting us the power to discern the true essence of life. In its embrace, we find a compass to navigate the tumultuous seas of existence, steering clear of the reefs of foolishness and despair. While worldly pleasures may offer momentary delights, they are but passing sparks that fade into the night. In the pursuit of instant gratification, we may find fleeting moments of euphoria, but they pale in comparison to the lasting joy that wisdom brings. Like a sturdy fortress, wisdom shields us from the storms of temptation, giving us the strength to resist the allure of empty pursuits. Amidst the clamor of vanity and pride, I advocate for embracing humility as the cornerstone of a virtuous life. It is in recognizing our limitations that we open ourselves to the vast expanse of wisdom. Humility humbles the soul and allows us to learn from others, acknowledging that no one has a monopoly on understanding. Patience is also a virtue we must cultivate diligently. The allure of instant gratification and immediate results often draws us into this fast-paced world. However, wisdom teaches us to stand firm, to persevere with unwavering resolve, and to trust in the process of growth and discovery. Patience reveals the beauty of the journey, allowing us to savor each step on our path to enlightenment. Contentment serves as an anchor, keeping us grounded in the present moment. When we learn to be content with what we have, we free ourselves from the chains of constant desire and dissatisfaction. Contentment is not complacent resignation, but a deep gratitude for the blessings of life, embracing each moment as a gift to be cherished. In a world brimming with noise and distractions, let us seek the serenity that wisdom imparts. Let us drink deeply from its wellspring of knowledge, for in doing so, we discover the truths that bring light to our existence. As we journey along this path of wisdom, let us do so with humility, patience, and contentment, for these virtues pave the way to a life of profound purpose and joy. May this chapter resonate in your heart, guiding you on the path of wisdom and fulfillment. Embrace the splendor of wisdom, for it shall be a lamp to light your way in the darkness and a source of unwavering strength in life's trials. In humility and contentment, you will find the serenity and peace that elude those who chase fleeting pleasures. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 8. Obey the King. In this chapter, I, the preacher, delve into the intricacies of governance and the relationship between rulers and subjects. I underscore the importance of obeying authority, while acknowledging the complexity of justice in the world we inhabit. The structure of government is the foundation upon which societies are built. Rulers, like the pillars of a great building, stand as symbols of authority and power. Their decrees and orders determine the course of nations and the lives of countless individuals. It is essential that subjects recognize the legitimacy of this authority and abide by the established laws. Respect for authority does not stem from blind submission, but from an understanding that an orderly society is based on the rule of law. The act of obeying authority is an act of collective responsibility, as it fosters harmony and stability among citizens. When we choose to obey laws and respect the government, we contribute to the fabric of a just and equitable society. However, I do not discount the complexities inherent in the realm of governance. In this world, justice is not always swift, and the balance of good and evil does not always tip in favor of the righteous. We often witness the triumph of the wicked and the oppression of the innocent, a reality that perplexes the heart and tests the faith of the righteous. In the face of such perplexity, I do not advocate rebellion or anarchy. On the contrary, I urge patience and steadfastness in defending the values of justice and righteousness. Even when corruption seems to obscure the truth, we must continue to seek it. Let us advocate for reform within the bounds of order and engage in constructive dialogue to pursue a more just society. In this complex dance of rulers and subjects, let us not rush to judge those who wield authority, for they too bear the weight of their responsibilities. The decisions they make may be shrouded in ambiguity, and the outcomes of their governance may not always align with our desires. However, progress can be achieved through respectful discourse and adherence to the principles of justice. As I conclude this chapter, I offer a prayer for wisdom and discernment. May rulers govern with compassion and integrity, recognizing the weight of their influence on the lives of their subjects. May subjects respect the rule of law and seek avenues for change in the realm of justice and order. In this delicate interaction between rulers and subjects, may the pursuit of truth and righteousness be our guiding star. For it is in our adherence to these values, amidst the complex tapestry of governance, that we can strive for a society firmly grounded on the pillars of justice, compassion, and respect for all. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 9. Accepting the inevitability of mortality. In this profound chapter, I, the preacher, delve into the contemplation of life's most inevitable truth, the certainty of death that awaits us all, regardless of our position in life. With a solemn heart, I impart the wisdom of embracing life while we can and of doing good without the assurance of what the future holds. Death, the great equalizer, does not discriminate. It comes to all high and low, rich and poor. No wealth, power, or status can shield us from its grasp. It looms over us like a shadow, reminding us of the value of every moment granted to us in this temporal realm. We do not shy away from this reality, for in recognizing the brevity of life, we find the impetus to live with purpose and passion. As we traverse the stage of existence, let us celebrate each day as a precious gift. Let us savor the small pleasures in life, the warmth of the sun, the sound of laughter from loved ones, and the exquisite works of nature, because the soul is nourished by the joy and contentment that are sown in these transient moments. The future is shrouded in mystery, and none can discern with certainty what it holds. Let us not allow fear to hinder us from doing good here and now. In the face of such uncertainty, every act of kindness, no matter how small, ripples through time, leaving behind a legacy of compassion and love. Let us engage in acts of charity, prioritizing the wealth of good deeds over material gain, for their value transcends the confines of this ephemeral existence. Let us live with purpose and intention, rather than allowing regrets or anxieties to consume us. In this dance of life and mortality, let us seek reconciliation with the estranged, mend broken relationships, and accept forgiveness as balm for wounded hearts. While the past may be immutable, the present offers us the opportunity for renewal and healing. As I pen these reflections, I implore you to look beyond the fleeting pursuits of the world and invest in what truly matters: the connections we forge, the love we give, and the good we do. In embracing mortality, we find the courage to transcend the trivial and find meaning in the profound. So as we journey through life's fleeting moments, let us seize the day with gratitude and enthusiasm. Let us embrace the inevitability of mortality not with fear, but with steadfast resolve to make the most of our time. In doing good and appreciating life, we weave a tapestry of purpose that will endure, woven with threads of love and compassion for generations to come. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 10. Wisdom and Folly. I, the preacher, assume the role of a wise sage, imparting wisdom through a collection of proverbs that illuminate the folly of human actions and the paramount importance of wisdom and discretion in governance and life. Folly, like a treacherous sea, tempts us with its alluring waves, pulling us away from the shores of reason. It beckons with seductive voices, inviting us to indulge in reckless abandon. But beware, for its waters are deep and turbulent, and those who venture too far often shipwreck upon the rocks of regret. In contrast, wisdom rises like a beacon of light that guides us through the darkness of ignorance. Embrace wisdom as your compass, and let it navigate you through life's tumultuous waters. Like a sturdy ship, wisdom protects us from the storms of hasty decisions and ill-conceived actions. A wise ruler listens to the counsel of the prudent, seeking advice from those whose discernment is sound. Surround yourself with counselors who value truth and understanding, for their wisdom will help steer your kingdom on the path of prosperity and justice. Yet in the realm of governance, discretion is also a powerful fortress. A leader must exercise discernment in the face of diverse challenges, balancing the scales of justice with a compassionate heart. The ability to carefully weigh decisions and make measured choices ensures the welfare of the people and the stability of the kingdom. Beware the snares of pride, for it is the lurking enemy of wisdom. Arrogance blinds us to the counsel of others and prevents us from perceiving our own faults. Adopt humility as a shield against pride, for it fosters openness to learning and growth. The fool easily falls into the traps of gossip and idle talk, but the wise resist such temptations. Govern your tongue with prudence, for once spoken, words cannot be undone. Speak with grace, uplifting and encouraging those around you. Folly may disguise itself as laughter, but beneath its surface lies the burden of recklessness and shallowness. Appreciate laughter and joy, for they bring delight to the soul, but let them be accompanied by wisdom and understanding. As this chapter concludes, let the wisdom of these proverbs resonate in your heart. Embrace wisdom as your guide, and let discretion be your ally in the journey of governance in life. By steering clear of folly and treasuring the virtues of prudence, humility, and good counsel, You will navigate the waters of existence with grace and purpose, leaving behind a legacy of wisdom that will endure through the ages. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 11. Cast your bread upon the waters. I am the preacher, encouraging you to embrace the winds of opportunity that blow across the canvas of life, despite the uncertainties and unpredictability that await you. Like a sailor setting sail in unknown waters, do not be afraid to take risks and be brave in seizing the opportunities that come your way. As we travel through life, opportunities are the bright stars that light our way. Nevertheless, the winds of fate are ever shifting, and the waters of existence are ever changing. It is normal to feel uncertain and uneasy when faced with this uncertainty, but do not allow your anxiety to stop you, because it is by taking chances that we can develop and discover happiness. In the words of the proverb, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Denying oneself the chance to be great is the equivalent of staying motionless and stagnant. Fortune rewards the brave, and those who dare to go farther beyond the protection of the coast frequently come across the greatest things life has to offer. Though the future may appear unpredictable, keep in mind that you can still make the most of the present. Remain receptive to novel encounters in unexplored areas, as it is by exploring the unknown that we uncover our own capabilities. Allow optimism and hope to be your motivation. Just as a farmer sows seeds without knowing which will sprout, dare to take the risk even if the result is uncertain, since it is with audacity that dreams come true. But use intelligence as a compass in all that you do. Consider the potential repercussions, assess the risks, and be ready for setbacks. Taking chances doesn't mean acting carelessly, rather. It means realizing that pushing yourself past your comfort zone is frequently the path to personal progress. But keep in mind that taking some risks could result in failure. Failure shouldn't demotivate you, because it's frequently a necessary step on the path to achievement. Take what you've learned from your mistakes, change direction, and go out again. There are a ton of exciting possibilities just waiting to be discovered. In this journey of seizing opportunities, do not let the fear of the unknown hold you back, nor let the unpredictability of life be an obstacle to your ambitions and aspirations. Embrace the wind of change with courage, for they may lead you to destinations you never thought possible. In conclusion, I leave you with an eternal reminder: the winds of opportunity are always present, but it is up to you to unfurl the sails and navigate your course. Take risks, seize opportunities, and trust in your ability to weather the storm. Embrace the journey, for it is by daring to dream that you will discover the wonders beyond the horizon. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 12. Remember your Creator. In this final chapter, I, the preacher, offer my farewell exhortation, a solemn reminder for all. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth before old age and death approach. Embrace the wisdom of fearing God and keeping His commandments, for this is the whole duty of humanity. Youth is a fleeting season, a time of vibrant energy and boundless possibilities. In the fervor of youth, it is easy to become lost in the pursuit of worldly desires, chasing fleeting pleasures and ambitions. But do not let the allure of the temporary cloud your vision, for in acknowledging your Creator lies the key to a life of profound meaning and purpose. The hand of the Creator guides us from the dawn of existence, shaping our journey with wisdom and love. In the days of youth, when the heart is open and the spirit is free, it is paramount to establish a connection with the divine. Do not seek only material success, but also spiritual growth, for in nurturing your relationship with your Creator, you find a compass that directs you on the path of righteousness. As the years pass and old age creeps upon you like a gentle whisper, let the seeds of faith sown in youth blossom into the fullness of wisdom. Treasure the memories of youthful innocence and exuberance, and let them serve as a reminder of the eternal bond that unites you with your Creator. Fear God not with trembling terror, but with reverent awe of His greatness and mercy. In this fear lies the foundation of wisdom, a deep recognition of our place in the grand tapestry of creation. Embrace the teachings of the Creator with an open heart, for His commandments are not a burden but a roadmap to a life of fulfillment and peace. In your journey through life's seasons, remember that the Creator's love endures beyond the passage of time. Do not let the concerns and trials of existence erode your faith. Let them be the refining fire that strengthens your spirit. In the face of mortality, may the fear of God be a source of comfort, For in recognizing the eternal nature of the soul, we find solace in the knowledge that our Creator calls us to a higher realm beyond this transient existence. As I bid farewell, I leave you with this timeless truth. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth, before old age and death arrive. Embrace the whole duty of humanity, fearing God and keeping His commandments, for in doing so, you will find the true essence of life's purpose and the eternal joy of the soul. Let the call of the Creator be the anthem that resounds in your heart, guiding you through the journey of existence and leading you to a life of eternal significance. Thus concludes the words of Ecclesiastes. Closing reflections. Ecclesiastes concludes with profound reflection and awe. Its verses capture the human experience, triumphs and defeats, times of prosperity and times of loss. Its wisdom encourages us to accept the ebb and flow of life, to find meaning in impermanence, and to discover purpose in uncertainty. The exquisite prose of Ecclesiastes reminds us of our transience amidst the vast symphony of time, urging us to cherish the time we have, find joy in each day, and weave a tapestry of memories that endure beyond this ephemeral world. Epilogue. Ecclesiastes is a paradoxical symphony of life's complexities. It demonstrates that vulnerability strengthens, wisdom arises from understanding our limits, and appreciation and gratitude emerge from accepting life's impermanence. Let us remember the timeless wisdom of Ecclesiastes as we depart. Live each moment with purpose. Wisdom is a journey, not a destination. To God be the preacher, and thank you for your eternal wisdom. Thanks for listening, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and also click the small bell icon to receive a notification every time a new free audiobook has arrived. Thanks again.